Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Victoria 2. Today, we are going to be kicking off a brand new campaign with the Historical Flavor mod. So for those of you that don't know what the Historical Flavor mod, or HFM, as I will be referring to it from this point forward, for those of you that don't know what HFM is, it basically just adds, exactly as the name implies, a lot of historical flavor to Victoria 2. So as we can let's look around the map, as you can see, it's quite a bit different from the base game Victoria 2. We have a bunch more sub-Saharan Western African nations. We have the Ethiopia, well, Abyssinia is all broken up a bit, between a bunch of nations. There's some nations down here in Somalia now. Southern Africa has changed. The East India Company is a playable thing. Japan is not united at the start. So there's a lot of really interesting things that are actually historically accurate that are done with this mod, and I do quite enjoy it. But today we are not playing as the East India Company. No, we are going to be playing as Belgium. Now, I am quite excited. I do enjoy this game quite a bit, and I do have a little special place for Belgium in my heart, since I actually have been to Brussels. It's a fantastic city, and I would highly recommend going there if you have not, even if it's just for the Belgian beer. Belgian beer is fantastic, but I digress. So here we are on the map. First things we're going to be doing in this campaign is actually we're going to be having a little bit of a history lesson about Belgium, because it kind of is necessary to understand exactly where Belgium is at this current point in history. January 1st, 1836, the historical start date for Victoria 2. So as per usual with these little history lessons, I will be leaving a timestamp down in the description for those of you not interested in the history for the gameplay start. For everyone else, let's go ahead and get right into it. So Belgium, at this point in history, Belgium actually is a very young nation. So after Waterloo in 1815, when Napoleon was defeated, the lowlands were actually reformed into the United Kingdom of the Netherlands, and that included all of this land of both the Netherlands and Belgium, as well as Luxembourg. And this was done mainly to act as a, provide a buffer state against future French aggression. So the new kingdom was ruled by William I, an enlightened despot and a follower of the Calvinist faith. This is important, remember this. He was also very intolerant of the Catholic majority in his new kingdom. During the first 15 years of his reign, the kingdom was quite prosperous, but by 1830, tensions had been developing between the southern and northern provinces, where the southern provinces had been rapidly industrializing. This tension would culminate in the Belgian Revolution in August of 1830. There are numerous reasons behind this. The main ones were the fact that the Belgians felt incredibly underrepresented in the Netherlands lower assembly and were governed by the very unpopular Prince of Orange, aka William II, William I's younger brother. Language and religion also played major parts as far as the revolution is concerned, with the French-speaking Walloons feeling ostracized as the majority of the population in the Netherlands spoke Dutch, as well as significant religious grievances between the primarily Catholic Belgians and the Protestant Dutch. These grievances stem partially from William I's demands that the southern schools abandon their traditional teaching of Catholic doctrine, despite the majority of the population there being Catholic. After 4 months of fighting, the major powers of Europe, Great Britain, France, Russia, Prussia, and Austria, convened in London at the 1830 Congress of London, also known as the Belgian Congress. They ordered a ceasefire on November 4th of the same year. Belgium hadn't been given its independence during the 1815 Congress of Vienna, but they were regarded sympathetically by all the major powers, especially the British. By the end of November, France and Britain came up with a joint proposal stating that there would be no military intervention and that Belgium would become an independent kingdom, which was accepted by the other more conservative major powers who favored military intervention. On July 20th, 1831, January 20th, 1831, a protocol was signed defining the new kingdom's borders as everything the northern provinces had not owned in 1790. The new kingdom was also to remain neutral in foreign affairs. On July 21st, 1831, Prince Leopold I of Saxe-Coburg was crowned as the first king of the Belgians. This date is marked as a national holiday in Belgium today, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I didn't fully do the research there. I apologize. The conflict, while never scaling to open warfare, would actually last for another 8 years until in 1839 the Treaty of London was signed by Belgium and the Netherlands. Belgium would lose 4 territories it historically claimed as core territories. The Netherlands retained Limburg and Zeeuws-Vlaanderen. I apologize if I'm butchering these. And France retained French Flanders, which had been annexed previously. I don't remember exactly which king had done that. I apologize. And Eupen would remain in the German Confederation until after World War I. Luxembourg was still controlled by the Dutch due to different inheritance laws between Luxembourg and the Netherlands. Wait. Let me start over there, my bad. Luxembourg was still controlled by the Dutch, but due to different inheritance laws between Luxembourg and the Netherlands, Luxembourg separated and formed an independent Grand Duchy. Britain would also guarantee the neutrality of Belgium with this treaty. So that's pretty much the current state of the world for Belgium, at least in the start of Victoria 2. So we are going to try and avoid what historically happened with the Treaty of London. We are going to be holding on to Limburg. We are going to be attempting to hold on to Limburg. And let's see, is there any... I don't believe... Let's check... I don't believe Zeeuws-Vlaanderen is represented on the map, at least from what I can tell. So Limburg we need to hold on to. Luxembourg we currently own. Being said, let's look at the culture. French, North German. So what we're going to be doing is, first things first, let's go ahead and reorganize the armies. Some will send two squads of one squad of infantry over there, apparently. Actually, no, 2 squads there, 1 squad there. And then the cavalry, we will send 2 dragoons there and 1 cuirassier there, or 1 dragoon and cuirassier there, I should say. Now, I will state after, for those of you just joining from the history lesson, welcome if you did skip that, no worries there. I am not the most competent Victoria 2 player by any means. I do enjoy this game quite a bit. We're going to get rid of this infantry brigade because you can't use it. It's kind of stupid, but you can't use it. So we are in the British sphere, meaning we are fairly well protected. Let's see, first things first, what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and look at our national focus. What do we want? Vlaanderen. There is Vlaanderen, actually. Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's good to know. First things first, let's go ahead and look at our administrative map mode, which is pitiful, to say the least. So we're going to be using our one and only national focus to encourage bureaucrats here in Vlaanderen, our most populous state. Now, as you can see here, our population is 1.04 million of adult males, but due to only 330,000 people being of primary accepted cultures, we only get 1 national focus, which it's not great. Let's be brutally honest. That's not awesome. Let's go over to politics. HFM changes up the reforms quite a bit, so if you are used to the base game Victoria 2, and this looks very confusing, don't feel bad. I was incredibly confused when I first started playing this mod as well. I do quite like HFM. We have Baby Boom for a extra 0.08% population growth until for the next 5 years, which is pretty nice. No movements, no decisions. Well, there is choose a trade policy, but we're not going to worry about it right now. For now, we're not going to worry about it. We'll untick it so it doesn't show up. And now we get to release nations. So, Luxembourg and our lawn. I don't really want to release... If Luxembourg had just Luxembourg, I would probably release them as a satellite right here. But since they have Arlon as well, or Arlon as well, I don't think we're going to be doing that. I'm going to kick the speed up to speed 5 right now because this is a little bit slower paced game. But we'll see. We'll probably end up messing with the speed quite a bit. Let's go ahead and raise taxes on our middle and lower class. Raise education and administrative spending. And then we're just going to cut military and naval spending. we're just going to slash it. So we're making 27 pounds a day, which is pretty nice. Now, research. I have a very specific research path in mind to become a great power relatively quickly. As you can see, we're number 9 in the world right now. Great power. The great powers are represented by number 1 through 8. So we are just on the cusp of becoming a great power. And that's largely due to our 30 industrial score, which is number 2 in the world, which is absolutely amazing. We are lacking on prestige and military, so that's really what's holding us back. So to remedy that, we're going to be rushing romanticism, and we're going to be trying to get romanticism and realism since they both spawn in 36. And then once we get those two, we'll probably pick up idealism, because I'm guessing by the time we have these two researched, idealism will be available. And then we're probably going to go through some more industry and commerce techs. We're probably going to try and just build very tall. We're definitely going to need some military techs as well. But yeah, you know what? Without any further ado, let's get right into it. I am quite excited. Okay, so Restauration, basically Congress of Vienna, redrawing Europe. Italian unification, Sardinia, Piedmont is basically what this means. So HFM adds what is called splendid isolation for the UK. And it basically makes them break all alliances with great powers except Portugal, Ottomans, Belgium, or Japan. So as it should be, we are going to be enabling splendid isolationism for the UK. Now, Colonial Railroading, this basically makes sure that the major powers get most of their historical colonies, and we're going to be turning off Colonial Railroading because I don't really like it, to be honest. I mean, it's cool. It makes for a very historical map and everything, but I would much rather have a fair and equal chance at getting my own colonies down there. As you can see, we already have 130 colonial power, mainly from tech and the fact that we actually have a... Do we have a naval base? We don't have a naval base? What madness is this? What? Oh, there's a naval base in Antwerp. That's right. I forget Antwerp is actually a port. It doesn't really look like it on the map currently. All right, well, let's keep going. Romanticism is going to be taking a while, as you can see. 29th of May, 1838. How is our administrative efficiency doing? Awful. That is terrible. Yeah, we need to encourage bureaucrats for quite some time, sadly. So one bad thing about our current government, the Catholic Party, it is conservative, which isn't bad, but it's this war policy of anti-military that only allows us to have 50% military spending that I don't like. I don't like this. So I really would like to go over to this nationalist party for protectionism. That'll give us protectionism, state capitalism, allowing us to build our own factories, which is lovely. Moralism. Church and state single body, very interesting. Residency for citizenship, not super important. And jingoism, though. Jingoism is the main thing I would like out of that government type. So, real quick, we're going to see, yes, UK will accept an alliance. We are going to ally ourselves with the UK for the time being. I don't know. Are we going to ally Denmark? I don't really want to be honest. I really don't want to. I don't think it's really necessary is the main reason. So we're going to just cancel that for now. We are making some good money. We do have some factories closed down. So let's deal with that. Let's go ahead and subsidize all factories. We'll open this bad boy back up. And then we're going to have to encourage some craftsmen for sure. Speaking of production, let's go ahead and look at our projects. We have capitalists in our country investing in railroads. So let's go ahead and speed that project up. Cement factory. I'm fine with that. More industrial score, more railroads, all is well. Alright, luxury clothes factory. That can hold off for now. We are building a cement factory in Belgian Zeeland, which is right here. And that is actually really good. We're going to move this over. And, well, we're going to move this there. If we look at Belgian Zeeland, our cement factory will be building in Limburg. And the cement factory needs coal. And Limburg produces coal. So that'll be an extra 10% production efficiency for that factory, I believe, since it is on... it will be in a province that has the required resources for it. Okay, so curtailing military spending. Looking at it, all... What? No, we don't want to go anti-military. I'll take 5 prestige. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. We are suddenly at number 8 just with that 5 prestige. That is awesome. We are about to become a great power. And then we get to start playing the influence game in Europe. Yay! I'm awful at the influence game. I will warn you guys now, do not expect optimal gameplay during this series. I am definitely not the most competent Victoria 2 player in the world, but I really do enjoy this game quite a bit. So let's look at our admin map mode. Still, yeah, our administrative efficiency is god-awful right now. It's just so bad. We can build more ships, and I'm kind of tempted to. I think we will go ahead and build a man-o'-war to at least get some ships. Probably build a couple clipper transports as well. 1 man-o'-war, maybe 2 clipper transports? Let's see. It's costing quite a bit of money to build this man-o'-war. Cannons are very expensive currently. If we look at trade... Where are cannons? Military goods. Yeah, almost 60 pounds per good, which is insane. So Russia produces the most artillery in the world. Russia also produces the most small arms in the world. We're going to try and become like military suppliers as Belgium. So obviously right now we really just mainly have consumer goods factories, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to expand. I can't expand this. That sucks. Oh, we don't have the money. Damn. Then again, we did spend a lot of money on projects and stuff. Liquor distillery. Our 378 capitalists are investing in this stuff, so we will probably be seeing another liquor distillery popping up, which I am fine with. More industrial power is good. The more, the better. Ah, we are upgrading. That was an upgrade for the liquor distillery. Perfect. Yay, capitalists. This cement factory... I really would like some people to be working in this cement factory, since it is, since cement is basically one of the, resources you need to build literally everything in this game. Well, at least building-wise, not really, good-wise. Okay, so we're getting there on romanticism. We're about halfway. We're not really, optimizing our research points as much as we could be currently, but we do have our education spending on max. Our administrative efficiency is going up ever so slowly. As we can see, we're almost to 50% admin efficiency here. We're going to keep encouraging bureaucrats for quite some time there, I would say. Quite some time indeed. Okay, so the Kingdom of France has pulled us out of the UK's sphere. Now this could, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, I think we're about to become a great power anyway, so... Let's look at our production. Okay, now that we're out of the UK sphere, actually, all of our factories seem to be getting the necessary goods, minus this steel mill. Still a little bit, they're still not quite getting all of their goods at the steel mill, but that's okay. That's okay for now. We have 49% literacy in our country, and this directly affects our research points, as well as the type of pops we are able to get in our country. So let's look at our population a little bit, shall we? We have a lot of landowners, quite a few artisans, about 3,000 bureaucrats, 400 or so capitalists. How many soldiers? We have 27,000 soldiers. That's not terrible, but we're definitely going to need more. Mostly Catholic as far as the religion goes. So the dominant issues... Jingoism is actually a dominant issue, and I quite like that. We need... Okay, so let's actually look at our country real quick. Yeah, we have our primary culture is Walloon, and our accepted culture is... Our other accepted culture is Picard, which is not good because the majority of our population is Flemish. So, Hendrik Conscience publishes De Flammes Levu. I probably butchered that. Flemish language novelist, 19th century, published one of his 2 masterpieces, Hail the Lion. All pops in Belgium that are Flemish get 2 consciousness, but we do get 5.3 prestige out of it, which will give us even more. Very good. Alright, so I am going to start increasing relations with the Netherlands. Because I want to, once we become a great power, I want to sphere these guys. I would definitely like to get them in our sphere of influence so that we can potentially form Benelux. I don't know if we'll be able to do that in HFM, but I know you can do that in Victoria too. To Sicily's Restoration. Not bad. There we go. We did not actually set naval rally points. That was my bad. So we'll set a naval rally point there, and we'll have a land rally point in Brussels. There we go. Group these fleets up. Now we have 4 ships. I think, real quick, I will go ahead and build 2 more Clipper transports, so we at least have 5. That way we can take 15,000 troops anywhere. Which definitely isn't terrible. So let's look around. Do we have any other lands? Let's see. That's not mine. I am just curious. Let's see. Why do we have... Oh, it's because we're allied to the UK. I was like, why do we have vision over here? I don't think we have any colonies. Let's do a quick check for population. Yeah, we don't have any colonies right now as Belgium. So that's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. 13 out of 18 possible brigades. I don't really want to build too many more right now because we really just don't have that many soldiers. And since we're anti-military, our military spending is capped at 50%, and I'm not pleased about that. Can we get some money? Oh, wow, we get a lot of money off tariffs now. I will raise tariffs to about 10%, just for the time being, to get even more cash up and on the go. Let's see here. What do we need? We can expand this small arms factory, so we're going to. I will pay for that myself. That is absolutely fine. Did we go into debt there? No. No, we did not go into debt there. That is fine. We have our 2 Clipper transports getting done, or at least one of them is. Let's, yep. No, I think they're both done now. There we go. 1 man of war, 5 transports. That's not terrible by any means. Romanticism is coming on. There is the, coming along nicely, I should say. There's the ascension of Queen Victoria. So, yeah, now, basically, UK is currently the most powerful nation in the world by quite a ways, I would say. Quite a ways. Well, not militarily. Let's look at their military score. Yeah, only 31, leaving them at rank number 8. Let's look at Prussia to compare. 46 at number 3. Probably Russia has the number 1 right now. Yeah, 125. So that's really what we're going to be dealing with. I'm really surprised we're not a great power yet, since we are number 8. But that's, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We are about to finish Romanticism, which is definitely going to be nice. So we are getting some administrative efficiency coming along here. There we go. Now we are a great power. So instantly, now that we've become a great power, I am going to... oh, we can't influence the Netherlands while we have truce. That is a shame. Let's see. What can we really do, though, now that we're a great power? I do want to be influencing the Netherlands. When does this truce last? When is this truce up? Okay, April 1st, 1839. Interesting. Okay, so I guess this represents the historical 8-year conflict between Belgium and the Netherlands. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Sardinia, Piedmont. Do we want them in our sphere? I would really just like to sphere Netherlands. They have a lot of land around. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this a little bit. Because we definitely can't influence Netherlands right now. We're going to be increasing relations still to make things a little bit easier when we actually can influence them. I don't think we'll influence Russia. We can't influence Russia. They're a great power. What about Sweden? Let's influence Sweden. Why not? Let's influence Sweden, Switzerland, and... Empire of Brazil. For now. Well, I mean, we can't influence Netherlands, sadly. We can't really get France to do much of anything else. I suppose let's try and sphere Sardinia, Piedmont as well. For now, we'll only focus on 4. We are trying to... the Brits are trying to block us in 2 of them. Okay, pops that aren't Walloon gain 3 consciousness. All pops gain 3 militancy. Nope, I will take that consciousness. Alright, so there is our Romanticism. Now we are going to be getting idealism up and on the go. We have a 5% chance of discovering romanticist literature and art every month, and a 4% chance for romanticist music. Now that could be higher if we were if we weren't a great power, but ta-da, we're already a great power. Now we can nationalize our industry. Let's see, what would this do? I mean, this would nationalize. Do we want to nationalize our industry? For now, I think we'll just hold off. I don't think it's completely necessary. We will, we'll leave that decision available to at least remind ourselves that it's there for the time being. Okay, so realism. When is this going to be done? Nice. Well, it's not great because we're going to be a year behind getting idealism, and I do want idealism. We are going to need all of this stuff eventually. But I think for now, let's get our prestige up, and then we'll do some more industry techs, a little bit of commerce, and then some army and navy. But the quicker you can get those research point techs, the faster you can research things, obviously. So there we go. We got more prestige. We are number 11 in the world for prestige now, which I'm not super pleased about. But I'm hoping that we can get romanticist art and music as well to get us another 10 prestige. As we can see, let's look at realism real fast. Yeah, these give 10 prestige, and as you go up, it goes to like 15, and then 20, and then mass culture, and you get 25 prestige per each one of those discoveries, as long as you're the first one to discover it. So it's pretty interesting for sure. Alright, let's see. More prestige, middle strata becomes liberal. I'm not super pleased about that. Lose some militancy, gain consciousness. You know what, for now, because I want the prestige, we'll go ahead and take the prestige. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so this army really needs some, this army needs some infantry and cavalry. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get one infantry unit, and then we'll get another, I will go for the dragoons for reconnaissance. Nah, we'll go with the hussars for reconnaissance. No, let's go with the dragoons. I think it'll be fine. We go one dragoon, one infantry, and then we need cannons. So we're just going to get all of our cannons. We're going to spend quite a bit of money on this, but I think it's definitely well worth it at this point. So we're going to keep improving our... That's us. Derp. We're going to keep improving relations with the Netherlands, because I definitely do want to sphere them at this point. We are the number 7 great power in the world, so we could be looking to Africa already. We could. We definitely could, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. Sokoto, do you have allies? You do have allies. That's annoying. You don't. Congo. Laongo doesn't. So we could go conquer Laongo and Congo real fast. That wouldn't be... That would actually give us access to the interior. But for now, I think we are just going to really focus on getting our own country beefed up as much as possible for the time being. Yeah, artillery is expensive. That cost a lot of money. That cost us quite a bit of money. Now, we could build some more ships, and I actually think I might. Treaty of London. Okay, January 1st, 1839. In a meeting mediated by the British, the Netherlands is offered to sign a treaty which would relinquish all claims to Belgian territory, but at the cost of the surrendering Luxembourg to them as a vassal. Some are claiming this is too high a price. We should not allow ourselves to be bullied into such a treaty, but this may all be... Okay, so we lose our core on Limburg. Relations with the Netherlands go way up. You know what? I think we lose 20 prestige by doing this is the problem. I don't like that. Well, on that note, guys, I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up this inaugural episode for Victoria 2 HFM as Belgium. So, as always, I want to thank you for tuning in, spending a little part of your day here. It is greatly appreciated. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do remember to drop a like down below, as it really helps the channel out, and subscribe for more grand strategy content in the future. My name is Ori. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.